This hotel room and stuff. Somebody took a picture of you in the bed and all of this. You seen the picture, right?
I saw a picture, yeah.
Okay.
They didn't take a picture of me. I think that could have been anybody.
Like him. It may be you, Marsau. After looking at it again and again and again, I think it was your big ass back for real. I really do. You know I'm gonna get down to it. Was it you or not? What's the name of the motel you was in? Check your beds. Make sure ain't no damn bed bugs in your bed, because that was not no hotel. It looked like a goddamn motel.
So in your opinion, you think that was me?
I'm asking you. Was it you? You never gave...
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy Sampi, and today we're going to review episode 8 of Love Marriage Huntsville. So back where we left up from episode 7, Destiny is still in a rah-rah. She's acting super aggressive towards Stormy. They're going back and forth, and she's willing to fight. She's standing up, they're both standing up, they're ready to fight. The other ladies, seeing that everything is escalating, Kimmie decided to take Destiny aside to try to calm her down, and Mel is doing the same thing for Stormy, and she's telling Stormy, y'all don't have no beef, you cool. I must say that Stormy actually kind of like cooler than Destiny was. Destiny was in her feelings, and then Kimmie came where Destiny and Kimmie were, and she told Destiny, I mean, y'all don't know each other like that. Why is it going so far? And Destiny feels like Stormy has been attacking her and everything. But on the other side, Stormy feels like Destiny was literally imitating her, and she has no reason to imitate her accent. She doesn't know her like that, and that's an insult. Everybody has an accent. I just felt like Stormy should have known to not interfere whenever Destiny and Melody were talking. The same way Tisha should not have been interfering whenever Destiny and Mel had a discussion, and even Destiny did interfere actually when Mel and Tisha had a discussion. They kept on interrupting each other, and now they're getting mad because people are doing things that they are doing. That's just my opinion on that. Kimmie is trying to calm Destiny down, and then Destiny asks her, what would you have done if you were in my shoes? And Kimmie's like, I probably would have, threw a chair away or something. And I'm like, Kimmie, don't lie to the girl to make her feel good. Now she's out here talking about she's a baby Kimmie and she can relate to you. You're not the same. I refuse to believe that Kimmie was aggressive the way Destiny is. Let me know what you think in the comment. Do you think that Kimmie was aggressive as Destiny is? I just don't see it. Tisha and Mel are talking with Stormy, and they're going back on the situation and why they're not friends no more. And Mel is trying to explain to Tisha what the problem is with her. At the reunion, she felt that Tisha was talking about Mel is trying to destroy a marriage. And a part of me is like, listen, I'm not going to be mean, but as a married woman, if someone said the slightest thing about my marriage, I'm going to be extra on you. So a part of me can understand what Tisha means by that, because at the end of the day, Mel has been making insinuation that Marsau is cheating on Tisha. And if you don't have any true evidence, if you're really her friend, you're not going to do that this way, right? So that's why I feel like I kind of understand where Tisha is coming from, because what do you think is going to come out of it if you're making insinuation that Marsau is cheating on her? So that's something I've noticed with Mel. I've been saying since everything that's happened between her and Martell is happening, I feel like there's been moments where she's like, all of your girls' husband has been cheating. I said it directly, I don't remember so, but as she made insinuation, yeah. In real life, I've cut people for less than that. Like, if you're saying something about my husband, I know it's not the truth, or you're making insinuation, you don't have evidence, or if I feel like you're not being genuine, you're not trying to be a friend, I will cut you off. I really will. This war Valentine was horrible. It was a disaster. I'm sorry for Kimmie. I wish I was Tiffany. Tiffany was chilling, observing them, and I'm pretty sure she was happy to not be in the middle of all the tussle. Next scene, we have Kimmie and Maurice. We see Mr. Maurice putting breakfast together for Kimmie, and he's serving her in bed, and he's saying, happy birthday. It was Kimmie's birthday, so he did breakfast in bed for her. I thought that was really good. Then they get to talk about the Valentine event, and Kimmie proceed to tell Maurice what happened and how bad it went. Maurice is like, what is Valentine? And she tells him what it was. They get to talk about Jalens Housewarming party, and Kimmie is telling him that she is telling Maurice that she's not sure if Mel is going to come, but she invited Mel. And then he was like, what about Martell? And she's like, Martell is not invited. If Mel is going to be there, Martell is not going to be there. Then Maurice is like, well, if Mel is not going to come, since you're not sure if she's going to make it, if she cannot make it, Martell should come, because he feels that at the end of the day, it would be less drama if Mel is not at the housewarming, because she's the one that has the most problem with people. Okay. Then he's saying, yeah, if she cannot make it, Martell can make it. And Kimmie's like, she doesn't want Martell to make it because Martell brings a lot of problem. He brings a lot of trouble. This is like, okay, so let's get to the middle of it. I'm just going to give him a call. And the point is like, why? I'm like, there's no way they didn't put this together. I think they were planning that scene because honestly, in real life, if I'm telling my husband why I'm not inviting someone, that's a done deal. I'm not trying to have you call the person right away or do all that. So I feel like based on Kimmie's reaction, she didn't seem surprised. She didn't seem mad at it. So I guess I would say that was probably a scene that they put together and they were planning on calling Martell, I guess. But in real life, I would not have liked my husband to do that to me. Let me all know what you think in the comment. So Maurice calls Martell and he's telling him about Jalens Housewarming party. And he's telling him that because Mel is going to be there, he cannot make it there. And Martell gets really mad and really upset and skirting. And then Maurice is moving on to the next thing. He's like, well, you know, it's your birthday. And then he goes somewhere. He comes back with 2 luggage that seems to be full. He's like, we're going to Miami. And I'm like, oh, such a nice gesture. You know, his wife really enjoyed the Puerto Rico vacation. He probably enjoyed from his wife's enjoyment. And he's just trying to have them get away to have some more enjoyment. I love this. I love a husband that's listening to his wife's need. Good job on that, Maurice. And when it comes to Martell, listen, y'all, I cannot see it for Martell. And I think that Martell is really going to be a lot of problem for Mel in the long term. But we're going to talk about this later. Next scene, we see Mr. Marsau is in the front of his Blake place and he's waiting on Ms Wanda because Ms Wanda is supposed to shadow him today. So Ms Wanda is coming, she's late, and they get to talk and everything. So they go to the kitchen. Ms Wanda is supposed to shadow Marsau, but Marsau be playing with her. He took her to the kitchen talking about she needs to be washing the dishes. And Ms Wanda was all dressed, her hair done, and she got those shoes on with all the color. Those shoes look like they were a little big for her feet. Let me know what you thought in the comment. Ms Wanda was looking good. She was not ready. She didn't come here to wash no dishes. She told us she just got her nails done. That is not what she signed up for. And then they get to talk and she's telling him, Marsau, that's not what I came to do. I didn't come to do and wash dishes, you know. And he's like, well, you said you were going to try to learn and make sure you're going to have a good business. So from there, they don't see eye to eye. And then from there, Ms Wanda comes with the new rumor in town. A picture of Marsau in a motel. And she's like, Marsau, is that you? So she's asking the question and she wants Marsau to tell her the truth. And I'm like, Ms Wanda, not tell you. Even if it's him, what do you think he will tell you that it's him? And Marsau is basically playing with her, talking about he doesn't know if it's his back because he hasn't seen his back in a long time. Of course, you can like just playing with her. And I'm like, oh, Marsau. But then a part of me feels like I understand him though. Like Ms Wanda act like she want him to be caught. Like energy gave me, she wants him to be wrong. She really thinks he's cheating and she's looking for evidence. What are you going to do? She's your mother-in-law. Are you going to be mad at her or are you going to play with her? I think that he chose play with her and toy with her instead of getting mad, because I feel like if he starts getting mad at her, he will go somewhere else that he doesn't need to be. But I would say, putting myself in his shoes, I would kind of feel bad if my mother-in-law be always trying to like feeding into all the rumors that she thinks and really thinking that I'm cheating on her daughter, like especially if I'm not doing it. I'd feel really bad. Let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. Next scene, we see Mel and Stormy. Mel came to visit Stormy, and at her house we see her opening the door. She's with a beautiful little boy. That boy is so handsome. And then they're sitting down and they talk about the situation that happened with Destiny. Stormy is talking about Destiny is very aggressive and I'm going to imitate my accent and do all this. We don't know each other like that. And Mel said, yeah, I agree. Destiny can be very aggressive. That's a fact. And then she said that Destiny called her. I'm like, girl, I thought you weren't friends no more. I guess that's for the show. Probably through a producer or something. Trying to like put a scene together. Destiny talk to me and I think that y'all need to talk. And Stormy's like, next time we talk like that, I'm gonna bring security. And a part of me is like, what do y'all think would win in a fight between Destiny and Stormy? Because initially I would have put my hand on Stormy, but now that she's talking about she wanted the security there, I'm like, Destiny aggressiveness may actually make her win that fight. I'm against violence, y'all, but since they were fighting, I was wondering if they do fight, who do you think is gonna win this? The lady also talked about Mel and Tisha's situation. During the party, Mel did say that Tisha's husband is cheating on her and she knows and she chose to ignore it. And the part of me is like, yeah, see, this is not what we're gonna do, Mel. We're not gonna do this, Like, if someone is cheating on their wife and she decides to stay, that's a prerogative. And if someone cheats on their wife and she decides to leave like you did, that's also your prerogative. Say, if you stay, you can handle it, that's on you. Some women have stayed because they were cheating on. Some men have stayed because they were cheating on. What matters is how you rebuild the relationship, because sometimes mistake will be made. I do not condone cheating, but what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, everybody has to make decisions for their own life. Some people have stayed after cheating and are happily married. Everybody has different situation. I don't think that someone should be made a mockery on if they choose to stay in their marriage. But based on the way Tisha acts, I don't think she knows that her husband is cheating, but sometimes she makes me feel like she has some insecurity and might be thinking that it might be the case. But once again, I don't know Tisha, so we don't know, right? So they talk about their fighting and everything, and a part of me feels like, Mel, I know you've been hurt, and I know that what Martell has done to you is a lot, and he's still talking, and he's still acting the way he acts. But as I said before, every marriage is not the same. I feel like because you're so angry, a part of you may feel like everybody else's marriage should go down the way yours did. And I'm not saying that's what you want, but what I'm trying to say is that yes, your husband has cheated on you multiple times and had a baby in the marriage, and at some point you knew he was cheating, but you chose to give him a chance and then eventually left, right? Tisha is not you. You all have different approach, and I feel like you should be respectful of that and not dangle it. I feel like there's a lot of hurt in Mel, and going through that show may not be helpful for her, especially with her husband still being part of it. Let me all know what you think in the comments. Next scene, we have Ms Wanda and Tisha. Ms Wanda is at the food truck. She's asking questions. And then Tisha comes in. They get to talk. Ms Wanda tells Tisha what happened with Marsau. She said she don't want to be shadowing with Marsau like that. Marsau is a lot. And she don't want to really deal with him like that. But Tisha is like, how are you going to learn about the business if you're not going to shadow? The goal is for you to have a successful business of your own. And from there, Miss Tisha is telling her about the new rumor. And Tisha is like, And she's showing her the picture. She's looking at it. She doesn't look like she's happy about it. Of course, that is not a good news for Tisha. And they're talking about it. And Ms Wanda is telling her, I feel like you're defending your husband. And Tisha is like, man, you've been saying Marsau's been cheating on me for 4 years and you have no real potent evidence. And if that's all you're coming with, that is not enough. And Miss Wanda is basically telling her that if she do find evidence and that Tisha is saying that's going to be a problem. And a part of me is like, Miss Wanda, you're playing a very, very, very dangerous game. This is your daughter's life. This is not your life. Your daughter is not a puppet. And Tisha even said it. I feel like y'all are really trying to separate us. That is not a good way for a daughter to feel. Especially when you are so set in your ways thinking that Marsau is cheating. And then you proceed to tell her how Marsau is playing with you. Of course it's going to be playing with you. You tell her that Marsau said that he went to Atlanta with his friend and you knew about it. And Tisha seems a little bit taken aback, but she's also saying, listen, I trust my husband. He has not given me a reason to believe that he's cheating, so I need people to stop with the rumor. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of on Tisha's side about it right now. Like, here's the thing. Even if there's evidence that Marsau is cheating on her. Are you sure Tisha will leave him? Is it enough for her to leave her husband? You're not sure of that. Like, I don't understand why people are looking for evidence of Marsau whereabouts and Marsau cheating. Like, this is people's real life, you know, and you as the grandmother, you don't want your grandkids one day to watch this show and see you openly talking about Marsau is cheating on your daughter and your daughter needs to leave him. You need to be careful, Ms Wanda. I love Ms Wanda a lot. She's a funny lady and everything, but she needs to be careful. Tisha is not you. You may leave if a man is cheating on you. You're not sure if Tisha is gonna want to leave. You know what I mean? Maybe Tisha knows. Maybe she knows and she don't want to talk about it. Maybe she already made the decision that she's going to stay with her husband. Just be careful. That's all I gotta say about that. Next scene, we see Tiffany, her husband, and Martell. They're meeting at the wine place, like a wine tasting place. Tiffany and her husband get there first. They're talking about she's gonna go to Utah with Mel, and she's telling him what's gonna happen next. And then Martell comes in, looking good. They say hi, and then they proceed to talk. They catch up. Tiffany asks him about the book signing, how the children dealt with it, and he said that it was really hard for the oldest one, Mariah. And then Tiffany said that she asked Mel about it, and Mel said that she had to go because she had to like bury her uncle or something like that. Well, Mel didn't say that she had to go bury her uncle. Mel said that her uncle recently died and she needed to be with family. So I don't think it was the burial, but let me all know if I misunderstood it. And then Martell is getting mad and he's saying that, and then Tiffany said that Mel said that they do not communicate, and Martell said, yeah, they don't communicate, and then he gets mad about it. He feels like they have 4 children and they need to have a better relationship. It's going to be a working process. Everything is very fresh. Martell is still talking. He's still doing things that Melody may not be happy about it, and she's still healing. It's going to take some time. I feel like Martell was trying to make it look like he was trying to do his best to have a good co-parenting relationship, while Destiny is being the problem child, and I feel like that is not fair. I think that Martell still loves Destiny and is still trying to find a way to get her attention, and is doing little things like that to get to her because he wants her to be, you know, upset. He wants to make her feel something. That's my opinion. What y'all think about it? Then Tiffany tells him about the whole Valentine's Day party and what happened between Stormy and Destiny. She felt that Destiny was very aggressive toward Stormy and that it was not necessary. And she said that Stormy is Melody's new bulldog and everything. And then Martell proceeded to talk about, well, Melody, she cannot keep a real friendship. When she's going to be done with Stormy, she's going to put her to the side. Actually, you're also going to be put to the side. Melody don't have no real friend. She only likes people that do things for her. And he really is talking a lot. And I really do not have respect for Martell. It's very hard for me to feel good about him because he cheated on this woman with probably multiple women, had a baby with one specific woman, carry on an affair, you know, and now that she's gone, he's so angry. He's so angry. He's still talking about it. Martell is still in love with Melody. He's still talking about her. I've never seen a man like that. Y'all are divorcing because of your bad behavior. You are the cause of the divorce. Instead of chilling, not talking about her, or maybe even telling Tiffany to like, let's not talk about Melody, let's talk about something else. As soon as there's an opportunity to talk about Melody, you jump on it and you talk about her as badly as if you were a woman. I have no respect for Martell, y'all. I really don't see it for him. And that's the reason why it's going to take a lot of time for him and Melody to be in good terms. And let me tell you what I predict. Martell is going to be a hot mess when Melody is going to find a man of a caliber. When Melody is going to start dating or be in a very serious relationship, or maybe remarry, y'all will see exactly what I'm talking about. Martell is going to be worse because he still likes that woman. He still loves her, and that's the reason he's still talking about her like that, and I have no respect for him. Let me all know in the comment what you think. Next scene, we see Miss Tisha. She's in the car. She pulled up in front of Blake. She's calling her husband. She wants to talk to him. She's looking somber. She's not looking happy. And then Marsau comes out, And she's like, I need to talk to you, get in the car. And he's like, right now? She's like, yeah. And it stops there, y'all. So that was it for my review of episode 8 of Love Marriage Huntsville. That episode was really good. We'll see how everything falls out next week. If you're new here, hey, welcome, and I invite you too. And for those of you that have been here watching my video and supporting me, thank you all very much, and I will see you all next week. Bye.